So I'm going to teach you how to make $3 stain for wood like I used on this piece I made for my brother-in-law and his wife's wedding. So you go to a grocery store, grab a gallon of milk, which I know that's not from the Dollar Tree, but oh well. All right, so this paint, black paint and red paint from the Dollar Tree, and of course you can experiment with different colors and make all kinds of stain. I love that these brushes are only $1.25 for three. So of course, first take off the tops. I'm going to put in the red so you can see it, because if I did black first, it would be harder to see. Now, for some reason, the red just doesn't mix very well. I used a different brand from the Dollar Tree, and it did the same thing. So I put the whole red in, and then I'm only going to use part of the black. Just wanted you to see how it doesn't mix very well. Now, normally, if you just wait overnight, it will mix a lot better, and then you can just shake it and it's fine. That's what I did with the first batch that I used for that piece I showed you earlier. But for this, because I'm trying to do it quickly, I'll show you another method for mixing it. So I got both of them in, about half the black, the whole red. Shake it, looks like little worms down there. So then I grabbed a hanger and my Japanese saw, and I'm going to make a little paddle for a drill so that I can mix it. Now, this is also really good for bubble baths. I've got 4 children, 6 and under. And so if you want the bubbles in the bubble bath to really foam up, use this same method. Just make sure the kids are not in it so you don't hit them or drop the drill in the bath while they're in it. I love Harbor Freight tools. I know some of you might hate that, but man, I love it. So I got my drill, I got my piece of a hanger. Put that on. Of course, that had to be pretty small to fit through the top of the water bottle. When I do the bubble bath thing, I make the end of the paddle a little bit bigger. All right, put it in there. I use paper towel to make it not spill so much. And that little star, that wooden star, is from the Dollar Tree also. I take my kids there often and let them pick out arts and crafts items. My daughter did paint some of it on the back, which you'll see, I think. I mean, I know she did, but I'm not sure if I show it in the video. So got it mixed up as good as it can be. Again, letting it sit overnight is really good. Now, when I start to paint it, it looks like I could have done a little bit more red. Maybe a whole nother jug, because that black is pretty intense. But it depends on the look you want. So of course, it is runny, so just make sure you don't let it sit with runs. Um, Spread it really well, let it soak in, wipe it off. I'm not sure what kind of wood that is. It felt like a red maple, and looked like it the grains if you look closer. So there we go. You can see it's effective, and it is runny. So adding more paint can thicken it up. You can play around with it. But as cheap as it is, gosh, no big deal, right? And then you can put any kind of protective finish you want. So there's, side that's done. You can see the sides that were not. Here is a poplar dowel. And you'll see that I put it on and I don't let it sit long enough before wiping it off, and then I do it again. So there it is on. And you see it wasn't that intense because I didn't let it sit long enough. So I'll do it again. This time let it sit longer, because I didn't let it sit at all the previous time. It was seconds. So there we go. Stand it up. Oh, bad idea. Let's lay it down. All right. Obviously cut the time on the film. All right, and there we go. There's a difference. Of course, you could add more color. You could make it more intense. It's really up to you. And there we go. There's that piece again. That was, and it matched pretty well. Now that has no protection and it was just studs. That's untreated wood. And I'll probably make a video showing how it was made. It's very simple. So thank you for watching.